Hello and welcome to the next episode of Banner Saga 3 with me, Winslayer. In the last one we just got done with a little fight in Arborang, and now we're back to this caravan. This time the shifting shadows in the corners of your eyes are real, ahead and behind. The others have noticed and are quietly pulling blades, flickering like a school of fish as you press together. We can't, no. We're gonna charge. We have to get through this quickly. What are you waiting for? You shout, push through. Things are getting really, really desperate in Arborang, and I don't want to have to go back there a third time. If I can avoid it, we will. You just got 5 renown here, huh? We can do this with this team. Krumar's kind of better than Ivor because he'll start with more health, but Alfred will be able to heal him up pretty much right away. Here's to hoping. So we got some 17s over here, which I'm not liking. Some 16s with some range, and one of these. I think we should engage away from their 17s. Ready. I should have looked at their abilities to remind myself which each one of them has. She's drunk, which means her ability is important to her. Let's create one of these things far away for them to get distracted by. Yep. Good target. Could armor break him and start bleeding it, just like right now. Or I can armor break him for somebody. So he moves right after Ivor. We don't want to move Ivor forward onto him. Let's go armor break this one then, I guess. Arc the Lightning doesn't have enough range. Not liking how close the 16 is to Ivan. he would have to move 2 closer. That's not 2 closer. That would be 2 closer. And then he could troll him with just a little thing, which seems like a terrible idea. Hideaway Ivan over here, please. Want to give Kiwi this attack, or do I want to take him out with an 18 right now? I think take him out with an 18 right now. Like, why wouldn't I do this? So now he gets a little bit more strength with his ability. Nice. She's very limited movement. I'm gonna pull her back just a bit. (17 to 16). There's no one to mend, is there? (16 attack). He's only got 18. He could get one-shotted with one of those slingers, so we're gonna bring him back a tiny bit still. Is there a mender? Oh, we got somebody in Overwatch, huh? I guess we'll let them come to us then. (16 attack) won't do that much against him. Go get him though. Get him, Ivor. He's up to 20 attack right now. That's insane. So to get to him, I'd have to move really far forward. To get to him, I need to go... Well, I could get him, but I'd also get Kiwi if I go there. Targets are just a little too far for my liking. I'll keep her back just a little bit. Kiwi can tank a little bit longer. Now, I got 20 attack. Can almost kill him in one shot. I think I'd rather Tempest those two though. And I could just kill this guy off right now. I'm gonna Tempest those two. Who was it that I wanted to get a kill? Is it like the witch, Ollie, something like that? I think it was the witch. She was one shy, if I remember correctly. If I can get to there, that'd be a pretty funny one. I have to use a lot of willpower to do it. Why won't it let me target that tile? Oh, it's because it wasn't what I thought it was. Got it. Probably should have armor broke him. So that when he does his Tempest, he can kill like a bunch of them. Well, I can do it now. Those guys are all diagonal with each other, huh? No, just 3 of them. So I can go out to here, so I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's arc the lightning on this one. Getting wrecked. You know, Ivan, you can get a kill, I guess. Look, you got to contribute, yay! Oh, I wanted to get Alia killed, didn't I? That was what I was trying to do there. I should have waited for that. I just remembered, like, at the last second. Oh well, hopefully I don't regret that too much. Ooh, did I start a timer? I don't know if I started the timer for this one. It's been 16 minutes. Okay, starting a timer. Okay, back to the game. The warped are becoming more restless. Seems to be more and more of them, Spark gripes, rubbing his sore shoulders. You nod. Must mean we're getting close. I hope so. Only got 2 days worth of time bought after that last round of stuff. Maybe clearing out the fire would have been best. Warped dredge bodies ornament this hill like crenellations, some sitting or slumped, all dead. What happened here? Grunts Valgard, pushing one over with his foot. Hundreds can be seen from the hilltop, and they look suspiciously ranged. This wasn't a battle. Valgard continues, nothing the same. June and Ivan have nothing to add. Wait, what if it is a warning of some kind for something else ahead? Suggests Ditch. Let's inspect them briefly for clues. The dredge weapons are stowed, but they each suffer the same piercing wounds. They have no sign of food or supplies, and something feels wrong about the way they sit, loosely propped up in a circle looking at each other. It suddenly dawns on you. Mass suicide. These dredge appear to have ended each other before the darkness reached them. Rather than be twisted alive, it leaves a pit in your stomach to wonder if the survivors in Arbrang might do the same. The caravan leaves the macabre scene behind. Oh, we lost time. We should have just rushed out there. No, I knew I should have done that differently.
The White Tower looked like a toothpick when I first saw it.
Please tell me that we're going to get there before this ticks out. No, he's got too much to say. Stop talking so...
Kings or wow. This is where our troubles began. And with luck, where they will end.
I wouldn't have had to go back here if, if I just bought myself like another hour somehow. Armies have crashed against the steep black cliffs of Arbrang before. As the warped do now, you retreat again, and it was costly, 1,000 more dead, but necessary. Banshee wails went on long into the encroaching night, but the black rock walls has never been breached, the mender tells you. Even with so many slaughtered, space is scarce. Eleo nods when you tell him you're going to get some air outside the crowded gathering halls. Survivors camp in different clusters atop the black rock. You wondered how many families sewn upon your banner are just memories now. Then you note how strange the silence sounds. The clans have lost their taste for troublemaking, and even the warped have withdrawn. Maybe you're safe up here. Maybe the menders are right. Market. Bonus strength damage when stationary. 2 strength, extra crit chance. These are actually kind of tempting items. Maybe I should look at my heroes for a second to see if there's anyone that I'd want extra strength damage on while they're stationary. If there's anyone that needs a new item. +2 aggro, +2 armor, strength resist. I could aggro people to eagle. Kind of like that idea, aggroing people to him. You need a better item. I think I'm gonna buy that item for him. Oh wait, but there's a lot of level ups that can go around here. I got enough good items. We're gonna draw aggro, I think. Either that or I'm gonna switch his item with him. Might have them switch. I like having her with extra range. She's got just +2 strength, and she probably could have something better. Range distance. Trigvy's necklace should go on somebody, I think. Might level her up and give her Trigvy's thing. Because she needs some more points, I think. She's gonna have a little bit less strength in this next fight. I'm assuming there's a fight. But I think that would be pretty good. And then he deserves, I think, a level up as well. Petrus, please don't die before we get to use you. Really would be quite annoying. I kind of want to level him up one more time, but I don't know if there's a fight even here. Let's go to the stairs, I believe. I can't see anything except for the very top. Fatigue draws you into a stupor. Feels weird to be doing nothing, Aleo says, breaking the silence. Spirits are low. Maybe this should be a good chance to see how everyone's holding up. You consider it. Eagle. Eagle puts a hand on your shoulder as you pass the first smiling face you've seen in a while. How are you? Are you holding up? I see you going around making sure everyone else is alright. Has anyone else how you're doing? It's very kind of you to ask. Well, you know, us Skogr folk have to watch each other's back. I can't shake the feeling that I'm really lucky to still be here. What are the odds? So many people didn't make it. Oh, is there anything else I can do, you know, to help? Please tell me that one of these decisions doesn't result in him dying. Just keep being yourself, Gil. Yeah, alright. I assume you mean keeping my spirits up? I can do that. If I had... Eagle hesitates, sweat hanging on his brow. You can really tell he's wrestling with whether or not to say something. What, Gil? I'm sorry about what happened to your father. I told him when this all started that I'd do anything to protect you. But I didn't protect him, and that's the worst thing. The worst I could have done. Gil, it wasn't your job to protect him. I know that, but I never had a chance to tell you, and well, this might be the last chance I might get. Gods, I'm such a... That's not really what I wanted to say, Let. What I'm trying to say is, you know how I feel about you. I'm sorry, I just thought that I needed to say it in case I didn't get another chance. Care about you two. You did? You do? I mean, I haven't had time to really consider. Oh, right. I shouldn't have said anything. Gil looks embarrassed, painfully unsure of what to do next. Kiss him on the cheek. You're sweet. Yay! Eagle's face goes bright red. Woo. If we survive this, we should get to know each other better. Get to know, I mean talk, Gil. We should spend more time together. That's what I meant too. Right. So let me get my shield. I'll see if there's anywhere I'm needed now. That sounds good. Please don't die, Eagle. Eagle waves, he stumbles out of the great hole. You smile to yourself. Woohoo! I'm so happy. Alright, Scrivener, whatever you call him. The Scrivener is scrathing diligently on his papers. He looks up. Sketchatch halts whatever conversation he and Ubin were having. Hello, Hunter. Found yourself a little patch of quiet and don't know what to do with yourself? Something like that. The eye of the storm, as poets say. You start predicting the weather when you've been around long enough, or maybe you just talk about it more. But old Varl stopped scratching notes to talk. Have you ever seen anything like this before in your many years? You know, I've heard mankind taking being called old to be an insult, but I never knew why. Now let me think. Well, the fall of Scrimdur was something to behold, half a city sinking into the Silverstone, and Grafheim was even bigger. But something like this? No, it was not. Funny how our memories measure worth, isn't it? I remember my companion Gandalf telling me I look like an eggplant better than I recall the city sinking beneath the waves. That's why I like to write these things down. He says I don't look like an eggplant. The old girl stops scratching notes to talk. That's funny. I've been writing in your book. Stories mostly, but not like the Menders and Scalds, no. The Menders write about what's in the past, and Scalds stretch fantasies about what happened. The historical writings are mostly useless if you ask me. Even a perfect record is only good as the man reading it, and most of us aren't that good. You mean we remember things the way that suits us best? You can spin a dozen different morals from the same yarn. Indeed, we're all a bunch of liars at heart. I write stories about people. When people reveal their own hopes and fears, that's the truth of things, even if it's a lie, understand? One reason I learned to talk to people, like the Horseborn, I'd like to speak with the Dredge too one day, if they'll have me. Tell me about Dalaland, the Horseborn homeland. Why don't you ask them for yourself? Ubin says a few words to Sketchatch, who nods. Ubin translates as best he can. I'm a trader. I traveled more than most and never seen the end of our lands. Maybe they are endless. Men have said it is empty, but they are wrong. They only think it is empty because they move too slowly. When the sun stops, we celebrate. It is a blessing. It is warmth and freedom. But then the shattering split our land into pieces. Now each piece is small and empty. I think my kind becomes restless here. They talk about the brave who tried to outrun the darkness. They have already become legend. Maybe they're still running across Dalaland. I like to imagine this. Your city is heavy and cold and made of men who walk slowly in circles but go nowhere. I would be glad to see the sun again. Alright, let's say goodbye. No worries. If you want to talk, I'm glad for the company. Out of curiosity, what are you planning to do with your writings if the darkness overtakes us? Leave it for someone else to find. Euban smiles. Would you believe it if I hadn't thought of that? Maybe a horseborn could. No, not without a mender. Maybe we could spare Mender too. Darnation. Well, we'll have to live. There's no way around it. Yeah, that's it, huh? Hey, game lovers eternal. Welcome to the stream. Just saw your message there. I'm talking to these guys because I want to see what they have to say. I mean, it looks like I'm right at the end of the other caravan, and I just barely ran out. Zephyr is overseeing the menders, looking just as drained, if not more. She calls you by name. I've heard more about you since coming to Arborong. Seems like these people owe you a great deal. I didn't do it on my own. Close enough, though. I wish I had supported you better at the gates. I also heard you traveled with a Vol named Yngvir. Sounds like quite a coincidence at first. You consider what to say. Do you know him? He is well known, especially amongst the dredge. They say he once slew a sunder called Reyes, who carried Belor's child. Ruin was Reyes' sister. It is my belief that Ruin probably came to Arboring hoping to find Yngvir. In the face of this darkness, the other sunder have scattered to the wind, but Ruin wanted revenge, and even if that meant killing everyone in the way. Are you saying all the people who died in the siege was because of Ivor? I can only imagine it is why Belor chased you all the way to Borsgard. I suppose there's no point in secrets anymore. After the Great War, the Valka tried to broker peace with the dredge, and mostly succeeded. But one of the conditions was that we deliver a Vrall named Yngvir. They called him Destroyer. We searched, but never found him. Juno and Eyvind would almost certainly have recognized him. Did they mention this? Did they ever mention this? No, but they almost left him to die on the bridge at Einthoff. I wonder, was it decision truly Yngvir's, or... No, it's best not to speculate about such things. You trust your friend Ivor completely? More than completely. Then you were right to let him go, and that itself gives me hope. Alright. I discovered this light spell. Not easily. Things went bad at Manhar, and I was the only one left in the aftermath. I spent days trying anything I could think of against the darkness. I nearly gave up, but what Juno and Eyvind must have done, nobody thought it was possible. When you become a Valka, you are forced to take an oath to become as vague and mysterious as possible. I'm sorry, it would be hard to believe if I told you. Try me. I believe they have pulled down and shattered the black sun that resides inside the earth. Okay, I see your point earlier. What's your plan now? To keep this light lit as long as I can. In the early days of Valka had nearly godlike powers. They spent generations obsessed with immortality. It has become diluted over time, of course. Did you know that the Valka raised the black rock plateau we're standing on, pulled straight out of the earth? The unnaturally dark rock is the same material dredge used to make their armor, believe it or not. It was long before I was born. Me, I've learned a few tricks, but all I can do now is share the same blind hope that if we just hold out, well, maybe this will be of more use to you than me. Alright, I just got an item. Sweet. How long do you think we have left? Not long now. Make the most of your time. Consider what to say. Goodbye. I only wish I could have done more. Well, you gave me an item. That's nice. Mala prayer beads. Good listener. Oh, sick. I just got something special there. Okay, let's go to the tower. The warped have not been able to scale the black wall since coming here a day ago. Many want to take full advantage of the respite. Others call it folly. Keeping a full watch now means forcing fatigue and wounded survivors take turns. Some haven't slept in days. strong protect the weak. We're going for a middle one. Unfair, some say. Life's unfair, others reply. Stress is starting to sleep into every decision. Nobody comes away happy, but enough capable men and women volunteer, and the dreaming face of a sleeping child convinces you it was the right decision. What's going on in our basement? A woman comes to you quietly, in confidence. Saw a whole bunch of the fools, she confides, drunk as a boiled owl, laughing it up down there. Some of the men have snuck downstairs to take advantage of the dwindling mead. Join us, Hunter, they chortle. When you go to look for yourself, can't take it with you? Maybe they have a point. On the other hand, these supplies could have stretched out days. You spy Trigby amongst them and slap a cup of his hand. It rattles to the floor as you watch it continue to bounce as if its own until the whole room rumbles and shakes. Flagstone bursts around your feet and the warped claw their way from underneath. Terror drags the sluggards to your feet. This must be what the warped have been up to this whole time. Fane slows a man pulling down a barrel onto the warped and knocking it back below. Fane them all. Should we rouse the drunks to stand their ground and fight? I think that's a terrible idea. Can we win that fight? Let's not that good. We have Trigby and a bunch of drunks. Kinda wanna do this one. Take a proper fight. Let's fight. Let's see what happens. You kick sloshing men to their feet, thrusting weapons into their hands. Earn your keep. Fight for your lives. You scream. Trigby has already taken that advice to heart, lunging clumsily at the creature, exposing himself to a vicious crack across the skull. Trigby falls laughing until he bleeds out and laughs no more. No! Trigby! No! More warped drag themselves up the basement, and an eternity later, back up comes clomping down up the stairs. What took you so long, you shout. It's not just here, Eleo replies. They're coming up all over the plateau. Amongst the warped dredge rise the twisted wreckage of what must be asunder. Just its presence makes your skin crawl and your instincts scream. Flee, but where? Send them back into the dirt, you shout, in spite of yourself. Trigby, no! Is Trigby dead? Trigby! Alright, we're gonna need that on somebody. Armor per turn, strength resist. Crit chance, never deflected. That makes me very sad that Trigby just died. I think Patreus needs to be rank 15. I never used Trigby, but I wanted him to make it. I wanted him to survive. It's probably good to give this to Gris, even though extra talents are very nice. Just avoiding all that sounds awesome. He's got extra aggro. No, you've got the extra aggro. %30 dodge, 30% divert. On top of what he has there. Could be pretty good. But only if I really add things to it. I think I'll give him this. Never deflected. Crit chance, armor per turn, strength resist. I think the prayer beads are slightly better. Now, how do I want to spend the level up? Do I want to give Eagle some stuff? Petrus is, I think, pretty important to the team, so I'm probably going to invest in him. Given the fact that he's going to have extra aggro here, I think he needs to get one of the level ups. Wait, where'd it go? Go there. Tricky will be remembered. I have enough for one more level up. Might give him the ability to regenerate a bit of his stuff. Might give her more willpower, actually. Dodging, strength, and willpower. I think that, yeah. Let's do this. It's really important that my characters don't go down here, so... Because it's... That was, I think, Eyeless. It's Eyeless with warped friends, too. So does she have the ability to resurrect fallen units to fight for her? Alright, that means that she's got to be the first to go then. Unfortunately, somehow we gotta focus her down. Alright, here comes what's his face. 20 attack. I wish he had a stone wall here, because I expect Eyeless to run in and attack him out of all of the targets. Alright, so now we gotta focus down Eyeless here. Ooh, yeah, he did a pretty big shot there. give Deager just like... If I put him on 4, Deager's gonna be able to basically poison him down to nothing. I should probably just kill him actually, just outright kill him. No, she can't kill him. But Alette's gonna have a giant shot on it. So maybe I'll poison this one down here. So it's lost like how much armor? 22 minus 4 is 18. I'm gonna be able to do 9 extra points on top of what I have there, which is a 8-point advantage. It's 15. It's not enough to kill it just outright. But I don't like how much damage that guy did on his last turn. Let's just take it out of the picture. Scatchat, you're gonna have to kick this one, I think. Or not. Could kick him actually, waste his turn, and run back. Let's protect Gris by kicking this one, I think. Why did he take armor damage there? It's just like every turn he takes a little bit of armor damage. Probably have to kill all of these, so... Petrus, you want to armor break one of them for Alette or whatever? I know, Alette's got to do something else next turn. She's got to kill Eyeless before he runs away and causes problems. My drunken audience. You're right, there's like some people just sitting down here watching. I hadn't noticed until you said that. That's funny. That's hilarious. Double blind. Alright, so he's stunned. That one's gonna take a while to come into play. I could run through him and actually get some damage on him now. Oh, Petrus would have helped him actually. Should have kept him there. Maybe, potentially. Since his turn was skipped, let's go here and armor break him. Coming up next, huh? Let's poison the one coming up next. Wait, how much attack do you get against him? 11? I'll keep him around a little bit longer. Because sure, he has a big attack, but by kicking him, or by keeping him around, we have time to respond. Nice. That was a great timing for that. I love those talents, the ones where you just avoid damage altogether. They seem pretty powerful. Alright, so you're kind of low on the whole armor thing. I might use what's-her-face to mend instead of do damage, or I could run you back and use a recruit to protect. We're gonna go help out our friends here. Did he just blow up? Oh, cool. I forgot about that skill. He has that much attack still. Yeah, he's not looking too great, which is a shame because I really like that unit. I might run through him. You get armor regen, so we're gonna run through. It's just a matter of from where. Right here, I guess. Little crit. It's a 17 attack here, which I can reduce to 12. So you're coming up, and you can probably get into position to kill him. Which means we have to poison. Alright, don't move Petrus, because he can do a lot of damage to Petrus. I think we do want to kick this guy and then try and move back. Alright, Bear. Let's kick ya. Could have kicked it towards Alette, so Alette could have done more damage to it. But I want to take the rest of this fight kind of slow. Oh no, he's done. Never mind. He resisted. I could do thread the needle on these two. Eagle can run on this one. So let's armor break him for Eagle. Can I run through multiple units? Probably could, but I need to do damage with him. I think, right? 16. 16 could kill him. So it's this guy, followed by that one. Daedrew has to target this one, unless I target it and kill it. Sounds okay. Good job, Gris. I'm impressed. He's just gonna cast the thing. This thing's turn isn't being skipped right now, so let's kick it again, I guess. So the bear is going to move before she gets to go again. That's put her in Overwatch, I guess, near the bear. She's going to get blown up by this guy's move, isn't she? I should have probably moved her a little bit back. Oh, extra strength, never mind. Nice. Olet is not in the Inner Earth. This is Arborang. Arborang is under attack by what's his face? The Sunder from the last one. Eyeless. Eyeless is attacking. I'm like right outside of the objective. The main objective. Got him. Whoops, blocked her movement. Oh well. I'll just wait a little bit, let it come closer. Good job, Chris. Eyeless was defeated in my version of Banner Saga 2. I didn't push the advantage to try and kill Eyeless in the last one because I did really terrible with Bulwark's Caravan. Like really bad. It was quite embarrassing, but it's okay. That's what happens sometimes. So it's been an hour since I started this episode for YouTube. I'm just gonna wrap this one up here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe to the channel. See you around for the next one.